Hi everyone, this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com. Welcome to my next review. If you've got any questions, feedback, thoughts, leave a note in the comments below. I do take the trouble of answering every comment where possible. Also, if you could leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, it'd be great. Subscribe, tell your friends. But also, if you want more of the same, check out the playlist on YouTube. But my website, which has been going longer than my YouTube channel, has about 500 reviews. I post every day on there apart from weekends normally. So check that out, enjoy this, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the Vodafone Smart Ultra 7. As you can see, it comes in a fairly sort of plain type box. And if you take a closer look at the box itself, it does say that it has Android 6, it's a 5.5 inch 1080p Full HD screen. It has a 13 megapixel autofocus camera on the rear and a 5 megapixel selfie camera. It's 2960 milliamp battery. It's got an octa-core processor, that is a MediaTek processor, and that's the MediaTek MT6755. It has 4G at 150 speed, and it's only 8.7 millimeters thick. It has 16 gig ROM plus micro SD support up to 32 gig, and it has 2 gig of RAM. And it tells you in the box here, you get the phone itself, the charger, the data cable, headset, quick start guide, and safety information. So let's take a look at this phone in more detail. So here we have the 13 megapixel camera on the rear, the Vodafone logo. You have your micro SD speaker grill and mics. That's the little gap to take the back cover off. On the front, this is the 1080p screen. And as you can see, that's quite a nice screen. Try and get the light off that. And fairly straightforward. So if I just turn it off and show you that, if you put your finger in there, the back cover does come off. And when the back cover comes off, you've got the slot for your SIM card, and you can put your up to 32 gig micro SD card in there. The battery is non-removable, as you can see. So let's just put this back and show you a bit more what you get. So this is quite a straightforward 1080p screen. Let's move that a bit nearer. It's fairly stock Android. So as you can see, there's just a couple of Vodafone Call Plus, Message Plus accessories. You know, it is very stock Android in its style. What you can also do, if I go into the settings, it's all very straightforward on the display. You can actually pick on the home screen. I'll show you in a second. Let's just open that. I should have to turn it back on. And you can choose, I've got a calculator, any app you want to launch by swiping right. You can have the screen mode. You can actually, I've got it on Vivid, so that pre-selects everything, but you can adjust the screen to your liking. It is an IPS screen. And you can turn off the notifications as well. You've got sound, storage, USBs, have a look at that. So for 16 gig, there's 9.77 gig free. It's all quite straightforward. And this, so there's you get 2 gig of memory, and that's fine. You've got NFC in here, so you've got obviously Android Pay and Tap and Pay if you want. So all pretty good. And currently this is on Android 6. All very nice, and that is your frequency. And to just close this down for a second. So if we look at, say, where are we? The speaker volume. Okay, so let's look at the speaker volume. It does have a headphone socket, and the reason I'm going to do that is this does actually have, if I'm correct, a FM radio. Can I see the FM radio? There it is. Right, so you can do scan it now, and what it does, it will find the sort of channels that exist. There aren't many where I am because I'm very remote. I don't know if you can see that, bring that bit nearer. Right, and it can now come out the speaker. Let's try and actually see where it can play through the loudspeaker. It can't, would you believe it? I thought that would Oh, there we go. That's really loud. Actually, the loudspeaker is quite impressive, so that was really good. But you do need headphones to actually work the radio, and that works quite well. In terms of the camera, it's quite a straightforward camera. It's sort of the Google. You can do auto, which is here. Just make sure you can see that. And you've got various settings. So you've got your night mode on, off. You've got your timer, 2, 5, 10 seconds and off. HDR on and off. Flash, auto, on, off. Settings, photo size, there isn't much options there, so you can see that quite clearly. You have the grid lines, video quality is maximum is 1080p, but 16:9, image stabilizer, change storage and so forth. Not a lot there. On the video side, it starts automatically when you hit that, so stop that. And what you can also do is when you use the front face camera, if you make a V shape, it takes the photo, it identifies a V and takes the front selfie camera, starts automatically. You do have a panoramic mode, and you can see that works by taking a shot that way. And you've got auto, and then you've got manual controls, and on the manual controls you've got ISO, you've got up to ½ a second on the shutter speed, white balance, and that's about it. So there you go, that's the camera. But let's look at some camera samples. How good's this camera? Let's have a look at the gallery. So we go into the gallery app and we'll have a look at some of the samples. So here's some pictures in low light. They're okay. I wouldn't say the camera, you know, that's quite clear. It's not too bad. There's a whole various selection of different modes. I mean, video, you know, 1080p in size, not too bad. As you watch this come round, it's not too bad. Let's just stop that. Using one of the HDR modes, you can get a bit of a brighter shot. But when you zoom in, you know, it's okay. Front selfie camera, okay. You know, it handles different lighting. Went into the sun there to give an idea on that. And you can see, got the blue sky and sunlight. It's a bit washed out. It's not perfect. It's not the best camera, but it certainly, you know, will be okay if you take into consideration that this phone is £130 and pay as you go from Vodafone. That's pretty good going. It's a nice phone to hold. I like the back. It's grippy. It's fairly grippy, and all in all, not bad. I think for some people want a little budget phone, this would be ideal. So this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com. Leave a thumbs up, ask any questions below, and I'll catch you soon.